I was cleaning my room one day and I found a knitted bag and opened it up. Inside, I saw a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy and several Pokemon games. I dumped it out on my bed. I observed the games. I had Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Crystal, Gold, Silver, Fire Red, Soul Silver, Diamond, Platinum, and Black. I yawned and decided to take a break. I grabbed my old Game Boy and Pokemon Blue, and I suddenly remembered. The bag was in a different spot than I last remembered. I shrugged it off and proceeded to get the game ready. I started it up, and I saw the familiar logo pop up in the starting screen. I selected my file and started to play. When the gameplay started, I was in Professor Oak's lab, and people began to speak. Professor Oak and I were talking until I realized that my character wasn't supposed to talk. I saw Gary was there, but he wasn't talking. Weird, I thought, but continued playing. Once they were done talking, I started to move my character, but I was moving Gary. I shrugged and thought it was some glitch. I had all my original Pokemon and went out of Professor Oak's lab. I was still Gary, but I was standing in the middle of Lavender Town. I looked at it weirdly and walked around. Suddenly the screen flashed and I was in a battle against some labeled ghost. But it was a trainer with 2 Pokemon. I engaged battle. Its first Pokemon was still the trainer. I beat it with my Jolteon. Its second Pokemon was still itself, but with black eyes and red pupils and blood. For some reason, I didn't think of the fact that there wasn't such vivid color in this generation, and won the fight. After I won it, the screen was normal, but the person I beat was in front of me. The screen showed his face of the trainer I fought. What looked like a female had a smile on its face, scratched and still her black and red eyes. There was a low screech that made me get a massive headache, and she began to speak. "Looks like you found me. It's my turn to find you now. I'll give you 5 minutes to hide in the tower," she said, and it went back to Lavender Town. I saw it in the top left corner of the screen was a timer, counting down those 5 minutes. With a pain in my chest, I hurried my character into the tower, and with a minute left, I hid behind a gravestone. As the time ended, I immediately saw the trainer find me. Her face appeared again, with no scratches on her or anything. "I found you. You're it. Receive or penalties," she said, and the game turned black. I blinked a few times, and the screen lit up again. The trainer sprite was there, and next to her was the text box words started to appear. "You have lost. Soon you shall see your punishment. And unless you want to be scarred forever, in a month you must sell this," it said. I closed it and got up. It had only been 15 minutes, and I was at the nearest GameStop that was only 10 minutes away, selling the game. The person at the desk got it and put it on the shelf. I blinked and ran out of the store. Now the next person who buys the Pokemon Blue would have to play the game of Death Tag. But I had totally forgotten about my room.